What's up, Butterfly Gang? This was meant to find you before you hear from them again. All right, so if you're here, this message is for you, but also make sure you only take what resonates and leave what does not resonate. All right, all signs are welcome. This is a collective message. So let's get into the reading. This message was meant to find you before you hear from them again. So you will hear from them again, whoever they are. Let's see. Somebody's going to need some help. Waiting for news. There's a message, danger, especially in money matters. Okay. We have love. So this is in the house of love. So for some of you guys, this could be a loved one or a person that you do love. There's a person who needs some help. Somebody is in need of help or assistance or guidance, and there's a need for you to know something about. Somebody's going to be asking you for something. This could have something to do with money because we have danger, especially in money matters. I'm also getting like you could feel like a person is about to ask you for something. Like somebody's about to ask you for something. I'm going to go into the message cards too. I don't want to go into the karmic cards, but all right. What else is coming out? All right. Somebody did something. Somebody made a mistake. This person is in separation. So there's some type of space between you and the person, whether they live at a long distance. Okay, we got loyalty here. That's a good thing to be coming out. And we have clarity. You're going to be clearly seeing that a person is loyal to you. Clearly seeing that somebody is loyal. You'll be able to, somebody is giving you the truth. Someone's telling you the truth about something, telling you what something is. They're being honest about their situation or honest about whatever dangers they're facing or problems they're having. Somebody is really coming to you for help. Doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be finished. Okay, we'll see what that is. We got say yes to this, and we got you've outgrown these people. These people, say yes to this. That's a contradiction. All good energy. There's something that you need to say yes to that is going to be all good energy. Nothing that you need to worry about, really. It's all good. But there's also, in the same sense, there's something that you've outgrown some people that have something to do with these people, with this person who you're going to contact, who you're going to hear from again. There's some people that's involved here that you've outgrown. Could be some people that's involved, or it could be some people that's surrounding. Could be some people who we got an extra one that came out. So we got good energy. We also have, for some of you guys, you're going to help somebody, and we have protection. There's some type of repayal. So if you are lending a person money, there's going to be some repayal that comes to you. If you are contemplating on should I help this person, should I not help this person, Spirit is like if you help this person, you will be repaid like tenfold. You do have this energy of you being like the pig, and the pig is a person who has phenomenal luck and great abundance and great honor. Somebody looks up to you. We do have this energy of you having good health, or you being in healthy situations, or you having the fulfillment of your highest hopes. So you're coming out very, very successful. Tell me more about the bird. All right, we got waiting for, you're waiting. The bird is waiting for news, a package, letter, something like that. And there's this energy of you savoring this moment before something comes. And this is you savoring the good things. This is a lover. For a lot of you guys, this is going to be a lover. This is going to be a twin flame. For some of you guys, it's a very intimate relationship, and there's something that you're waiting for that you can't wait. Like you have this energy where you think about this news and it lights your life up. There's something that's really, really good about it, and it's on its way to you. Like something is literally on its way. When you think about this person or when you think about this news, it makes you feel good. Tell me more about the hand. All right. So we do have this energy where spirit, so we got love angels working. Spirit is throwing in a little confusion, a little chaos in this person's life so they can ask you for help. Because spirit just wants y'all to talk. Bridging the gap. There is an apology. I'm hearing that there's an apology. There's some things that need to be said. Things have been silent for a bit too long. So there is something that is bridging the gap between you and this person. And it could be a bit of a problem. It could be this person saying, hey, I need some help. It could be this person saying, could you help me out? Could you do this? It could be this energy. We also have the Devil card energy here. We have this energy of some type of sexual chemistry. There's also, it's like something that's bonding you together. You're going to have to get out of some type of fear or something like that. Or you're going to have to not think that something is rooted in evil. Or not think a person is evil. Tell me more about the bear. Why is the bear here? Yeah. There's nothing for you to worry about. There's something that you think is evil or someone who you think that's evil. And it's like, and you feel like that whatever this evil, it could be dangerous to you, especially when it in terms of money. But no. I'm also getting like what you're thinking about or why you think the intentions of a person to call you is you're going to be far off. You're far off with their intentions. Especially if this is a lover. This isn't in the house of love. So this is going to be a relationship that is very intimate and close to you. Tell me more about the High Priestess. I mean, not the High Priestess, mistakes. So they've made some type of mistakes. And they feel like they could be a lost soul, or this could be you. But we have this energy of the High Priestess, of you kind of handling something with grace. This High Priestess is full of grace, full of beauty. It's like, you know, that leader. And because the High Priestess has an insane amount of power. So this could be somebody is telling you just how much power you have. And you know that leader that has power and they're a ruler, but they're such a good ruler. They're so sweet. They're so nice. They're open. They're understanding. You can talk to them about anything. They don't judge you. That is what the High Priestess is. And in doing this, not judging a person. This could be a Cancer. This could be a Pisces. This could be a Sagittarius, a Leo, an Aries energy. I'm going to name the signs as we come out. Or you can be those signs, sun, moon, or rising signs. You kind of looking at a person who's been through some type of mistakes and things like that, and you giving them grace. That is going to... It's like you get paid back for that. You're going to receive that same grace in another area in your life. Tell me more about this distance. And then also your grace is going to turn them into a loyal, somebody who's loyal, because they probably don't deserve this grace. You're also going to look at the separation that you had with this person from a different angle. Maybe they stayed away because they just thought that you wouldn't give them grace, or you thought that they thought that you would treat them a certain type of way. And you have a different view of what they did. And I feel like this different view is like what they did was not to you. What they did was to them. Now that's real spiritual stuff. It's like you didn't hurt me, you hurt yourself. You like turned the sword towards yourself. You stabbed yourself in the heart. So now you have the sword. And it's like, what are you going to do with the sword? Because it's not you giving them grace. This is you giving yourself grace. This is you loving yourself a bit more. So somebody is highly spiritual here. Somebody gets this, like understands this. Somebody is just getting this and it's like, oh, I never looked at it that way. Tell me more about loyalty. When I tell you, this is going to be one of the best decisions that you've ever made. To give a person grace. You have so much power, but instead you also have the power to extend love, extend grace, be kind-hearted to a person. And that's all you have to do, is to be kind-hearted. Maybe a person needs a listening ear. Maybe this person does not even deserve whatever it is. And this is not in a sense of deserving. This is you to you. There's a need for you to look at a person from, like, put yourself in their shoes and see yourself in this person. And this is going to be one of the best situations because this person becomes loyal. A lot of times we think that people are loyal to us by the big grand actions that we do, but sometimes it's just simple old kindness. You were kind to me at a time when you didn't have to be. You listened to me, you heard me out when I didn't deserve that. In those moments, we get a peek, we're able to get a peek at a person's soul. We're able to get a peek at like a spiritual experience, a spiritual awakening. And in that simple moment, it may seem like life makes sense. You understand what life is. You understand what unconditional love is. And what is that? That's God. So somebody is giving you, you're revealing to a person exactly what God is. And that's that energy of that. It's that energy that's like out of this world. It's source energy. It's a certain frequency that you can't quite explain. There's a person who's never going to forget you for this moment. So before you meet them, there's a need for you to get in touch with your feelings. There's a need for you to get in touch with what it is that you're feeling. There's a need for you to love on yourself. That's why that Queen of Cups is here. Because that Queen of Cups is in touch with their feelings. If you're not in touch with your feelings, you may act out of anger. But if you go into your feelings, you may realize I was really sad. And I was really, hurt. And I felt lonely. Or I felt whatever. And you can work through those energies. You can work through yours so you can have space for another person. Because something is moving. Some type of chaos. But really it's a new beginning. It's happening in another person's life that they're going to pick up the phone and call you. But this is actually a new beginning for you. I hope that didn't go over your head. I really hope that did not go over your head. And you need this person. Some of you guys do feel lonely. You need this person who's going to call you. Some of you guys, this is a lover. Tell me more about it. Doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be finished. What is this? The King of Wands. The King of Wands talks about a king who was hurt by the town folks. And now he has reached this height of spiritual power. And he's coming back home. And he can even come back home and do something brilliant. Or he can come back home and do something he can come back home and get revenge. It looks like this person is coming back home, or whoever this person is. There's a need for... So this is this energy of you facing something. And you're going to see your newfound wealth. Sorry. And in this newfound wealth, you're going to realize that you have grown and you have reached a new height of contentment with self. That's why something is coming back to you. That's why you're going to hear from a person again. That is what this unfinished business is about, is to finally finish the business. Because at this exact moment, a person could be coming back to you because they know that you're going to, because they may feel like that they deserve your wrath. But to only give them love, it takes a special kind of person to do that. Tell me more about you've outgrown these people. Now I see you've outgrown the repeat offender. You've outgrown getting even. That's what you've outgrown. You're no, and here is, it was unfinished business. Now the business is finished. Tell me more about say yes to this. We got the Two of Cups. Here is the exchange. And there's something that you're going to say yes to. That's going to be all good energy from your part. It's not even in this sense of like you're going to owe me or something like that. No. It's just this energy of you've outgrown this repeat offender energy. If I offend you, you offend me. Really, you just keep on offending yourself, just spiritually. You get a peek at what's in their heart. They get a peek at what's in your heart. Tell me more about the pig. Talking about your luck. Look at that peace. Your peace is your phenomenal luck. Making peace with the past, or making peace with people who have hurt you. The King of Wands, it acknowledges that some people who have hurt you, and this could be this person who has hurt you, but your peace is your phenomenal luck. Your peace is your luck. That's what you found. And it's the peace within. Tell me more about the tree. Is you having peace within. And this is the reason why you're able to have good health, or why you're able to look vibrant and glow and have a great attitude about life. It's because you're at peace. You're in balance. This speaks about a lot of balance here. This could also be a Leo. This could also be a Sagittarius. Tell me more about this key. You're able to move with the ebbs and flows of life. You got a good attitude about something. This is going to also, saying yes to something, for some of you guys who could be like, well, I'm still not there. It's having a clear conscious yes of the fact that you just want to help, or you just want to grow or see. You're curious. Being curious about something can lead you in so many doors. This is the key to pull a person. Either it's yourself or the person that you're helping. Maybe when they initially called you, they were still on their BS, right? But the fact that they're getting a glimpse at your true heart, the fact that they're getting a glimpse of who you are, it pulls them out of their negativity. It's contagious. That's why you'll be paid tenfold. It pulls somebody out, and this could also pull you out of your burdens too. Tell me more about the clover. Saying you'll get paid well, and then having this card of you being paid well. Like, come on now. So something that you thought was actually going to be a danger to you. See, that's the magic. Something that you thought that was going to be a danger to you, especially in money matters, it actually ends up paying you money. And it's something that you do. It's a decision that you do, that when you look at your life, this is when you look back at it, you're going to be happy that you did this. Something pays you very well. Very, very well. And there's something that you're afraid, like, I shouldn't do this because this is going to. Okay. So, and you'll hear from this person. So this is your message before you hear from them again. I'm going to leave it right here. I hope this reading resonates. If it does, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.